We're not exactly ready to go after Melissan, even though I thought we would be. There's two things we haven't done. One is actual challenge, so we won't be doing jack shit before we do that. Even then, we're not gonna go there yet. I need to basically spend all my resources I can on something. Not sure if I can go and buy things anymore, but we have money and we have a lot of equipment that we have no use for really. I think I might have to recheck my spell list too. The problem with Melissan is, well, as far as we're concerned, is that damage. Can we do damage? The more I think about the fight, the bigger I see the problem being the first battle we'll have to do against her. I think there's 4 fights. But the first one will be when we cannot use any preparation to prep the battlefield. It's just, we're just gonna go in there and it's one-on-one against Melissan, and Melissan will start basically bringing in reinforcements. Problem is, if we do it, they're gonna be wiped out immediately, and we've just wasted a lot more time. We need to basically reduce her to.
Yeah, I'll see to it.
Is it 0 hit points? I'm not quite sure, but low hit points anyway. Which means a huge amount of damage has to be. I can't exit this place. Well, shit. Can. I think I can do it 2 ways. I'm just jumping out of here though, so follow me.
I trust all this.
I can also do a dimension door and just teleport. What I want to do is visit the fucking archivist that sells spells.
Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
I don't think protection scrolls are particularly useful. Let's see. Oh, no. We have quite a bit of these. I don't think they offer anything useful. Wish, I'll buy that. We already have one wish. Be sure about that. I need to create a little bit of room here. And I need to sell some crap on you.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
I need to tavern keeper.
If it must
I need to find someone who's willing to buy my stuff. The archives will not do it.
It's probably
I got some cheap beer for you.
This is better. Silver iron stone. +1 wisdom. That would be useful. depends on how it's applied, but we're gonna ignore it for now. Horn of Silence, really. Clocosaurus. Yeah, don't see myself using these. Rogue Stones, no use. A-Star could have, same with the Morning Star +2, but I don't think so. At the same time, don't know. +2 weapons, I don't think in general will work against anything. Ah, yeah, Simulacrum. Does it replicate your trap abilities? I don't know. Something to wonder about. Iron Horn of Valhalla, we might be desperate enough to use that. We are not using range damage. The major problem with that is that they do it much better than we do. And there's no way we can really do damage that way. We can't do it with melee weapons, we're certainly not going to be able to do it otherwise. Where the stuff? Okay, we have 78,000. Probably get closer to 100,000, we'll spend it all on spell scrolls. Not sure what would be a good choice. The trouble is, I think I should be doing things like dropping spell defenses off of them. Problem is, that's time wasted in a lot of sense. Hmm. 110,000. Oops. Oops. Everyone's after me now. Yeah, I'm just skipping around. I can do it without the skipping, but
Not a concern.
I want to save time. I don't want to make a huge video about us preparing for the fight.
Have a look at my
I'd like to get
wares.
to the
I
actual
trust you'll
fighting.
find them all in satisfactory condition.
Protection scrolls. I'm mainly worried about do we have enough ability to bring down their defenses so we can do damage. This will not help us do damage. I think they're pretty much resistant to all of magic. Might help against the weaker ones. I doubt it'll do anything against Melissan. Extra spell defenses for us. Not sure how useful that is. The problem is they have, I think Melissan, for example, has, and probably some others, have attacks that disable. our defenses. At the same time, it has a warble capability, so we could just die from any hit at any time. Spell Strike. It will dispel all magical protections that surround the creature, includes iron skins, magic resistance, shield, blah 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 blah. Yeah. 25,000 right there. Absolute immunity lasts 4 rounds, but I'm not sure if it's... does it even protect us? I don't think it would make a meaningful difference, but I'm not saying I won't buy them. Do we have more imprisonment? Pierce shield. Lowers magic resistance. Removes defenses. Spell triggers. We could use those as scrolls. Don't think it'll make much of a difference. Immediate wish. Altering warding whip. Movie ray of reversal would be a non-abjuration way of taking down spell defenses. Anything else? For magical weapons. Actually, I don't think we are in too big of a trouble, but the first fight will be the biggest problem. It depends on how good the simulacrum really is. Because if it replicates the high level abilities, there's no point for us using our own. We can use the simulacrums to basically dump 7 spike traps on where Melissan is going to appear. And that's it. But it means we do have to have enough simulacrum spells. We have, I think, one item that has it. We might have a scroll too, but I'd like to make sure we have sufficient numbers no matter what. Spell Strike is probably something we want to keep on hand. Simulacrums 3 made this. Protection from normal weapons, meteors, warp gates. These will not be useful really. Not against Melissan. Protection from magic. Not sure if that's good or not. It might prevent Melissan from doing certain things like time stuff. At the same time, I don't think it prevents her from fighting or summoning demons, so it would be of limited usefulness. At the same time, it might be better against one of the creatures that we have to defeat between the fights. Black Blade of Disaster. Absolute immunity. Maybe we'll go for something a bit more
You
exotic,
look like the
something
sort
that
who has
might
more than
never
2
pay
gold
off.
pieces to rub together.
Black Blade of Disaster is one of those. Might be that nothing really comes out of it, ever. Obtain contingency. I'm taking 2 absolute immunities and 2 black blades of disaster. And now we're broke. Yeah. What weapons do we want to use while going in? Ah, shit. Yeah, this can be a very troublesome fight for us. I don't think invisibility matters one bit at this point. They'll spot me invisible or not. Yeah, I don't know if this is good enough, but it's pretty much what we've got, so good enough or not, it's what we have. Well thought about the spells. I don't think anything really will matter here. I don't think we can do, in general, damage with spells. Not against anything important. I'd like to be wrong, though. I would be very happy to be wrong on that count. We can do minor sequencers, but they won't matter. Again, I'm pretty sure our illusions will be just dispelled very quickly. Are the skeletons going to be useful at all? I think they will be. Fire attack won't do damage to anyone. We need a lot of breach spells, but that's why we have the wands. Not sure if we're gonna need the true sight. It's good to have one. Again, we have pierce magic and breach in wands. Now we have the extra scrolls too. I will keep the summoned creatures. Not sure are they gonna be in any way useful or not. Still, I don't know. I do not know.
I'll see to it.
Ooh, shiny ones.
Wonder what kind of boss we can do. We're going to rest after this. Wonder what kind of boss we could do that might last. Nothing really. We'll just have to go in what we have and hope for the best. You.
Ooh, shiny ones.
Is a black plague of disaster good against Melissan? I don't think so. I don't think it's particularly bad either, but we have better weapons to use. Hmm. Okay. In fact, the answer might be a good one. Lower magic resistance make it easier to hit. Yeah. There's not many long-term buffs we can do. I'd rather start with potions, simply because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be losing all the buffs, so I don't want to waste my limited spell selection on this. We do have the Slayer change. I don't know how good it is though, so it's pretty much a crapshoot if it's gonna be positive change for us or not. Ocean of Clarity. I don't think this is a problem. Won't be the first time I'm wrong though. The end. I guess more or less our preparations are now as good as they're gonna be, so fuck it.
As you step into the abyssal plane, the first thing that strikes you is how suddenly alien it feels. A chill wind sweeps across an empty void, screaming in your ears that you are not welcome here. Several strange towering structures are present, suspended in the void by an unknown power. All your immortal senses tell you, however, that the powerful essence of your dead father is close, and that this place is, indeed, the throne of Baal.
I see you have finally found your way to the throne of Baal. You should know, however, that you're far, far too late.
What is it?
Insurgent culture.
Need to be able to harm her fast.
Time is up. Scream! Scream for mercy!
It's one thing to do damage to her, it's quite another to actually enough to kill her. Lost the haste. Yeah. There's... what the fuck am I doing? There's no quick way to do things. Well, I'm certainly not hitting. That's for certain. I mean, I'm really not hitting at all. It could have that he has some protection. I just don't see her casting anything. And we lost our exit. Might be better off doing one other thing. Spell immunity. Because his attacks that dispel us will be abjuration attacks.
Potentis. I hope this is worth it.
Shiny ones.
Not sure if it's going to make much of a difference. I think this is going to take us quite a few attempts before we can get through these.
I see you have finally found your way to the throne of Baal. You should know, however, that you're far too late.
I want to do some other thing at the same time. I want to see if the protection from magic, what would it actually do if we stick it on her. It might protect us some. I don't think it will protect us really. Well, one way to find out.
I'll see.
How can she cast stone skin on herself? That means the scroll isn't working on her at all. We just protected her from all fatigue. But that's cheating. It's probably script based, something that just happens.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get more help here.
Hold still.
Not really doing much to her. Actually, I haven't had a single strike on her for pretty much since the start. I hate my own guys. Yeah, I just can't do anything. I don't hit her at all. Seriously, not a single point of damage has been done to her after that. I think basically she can replenish her own defenses no matter what. At the same time, we made sure that we can't remove any of those defenses anymore. So that was a failed experiment. Still, I'm trying to wondering what the hell can we try? Let's just go in and try our best, I suppose.
I hope this is worth it.
Well, I think the idea was good. She isn't casting all that many spells now, though.
I see you have finally found your way to the throne of Baal.
Well, she's doing a lot
You
of
should
things,
know,
but...
however, that you're far too late.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'll see to it.
Did I cast it? No, I didn't even do that. Yeah, this was up. I forgot to protect myself from abjuration attacks. And she seems to be summoning creatures at random. So that beholder she summons is pretty much the worst case scenario, because that's anti-magic ray, and we have no easy way to get rid of it. So it'll collapse all our defenses and our buffs and everything.
I see you have finally found your way to the throne of Baal. You should know, however, that you're far too late.
We're in trouble. That bastard has level drain.
Time is up.
Can we...
Doom awaits thee! You shall suffer! Doom awaits thee!
Why are you doing damage to me? Ah.
Let's do this quick and clean.
Doom awaits thee! Doom awaits thee!
Okay, I think I've got this. She's going to be every time we bring down her defenses, she's going to be vulnerable for a while, then she'll remove those defenses. So what we should be doing is bringing them down, then pummeling her as much as we can bring them down. But that sort of thing, repetition as needed. Let's try the Slayer change.
Doom awaits thee! Doom awaits thee! Doom awaits thee! Doom awaits thee! You
Okay, so far so good.
shall suffer!
Can you still use these? Yeah, I'm dead. Yep. But yeah, that has something. That has something indeed. Problem is we have to take this a little bit differently. I need as many magic protections as scrolls I can get. Because at least those I can still use while in Slayer mode. More absolute immunity. I'm pretty sure I bought a couple of scrolls of from magical weapons. So, I need a Rod of Resurrection. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense to me. Might be able to switch things around. This is because this is a full heal.
Good servant. Oh, yes!
Come on, you piece of shit.
I hope this is worth it.
Still, a lot of depends on what the summoned creature is that comes to Melissan's aid at the start. If it's something that debuffs
I
us,
see you have
it's
finally found
over
your way
right
to
then
the
and there.
throne of Baal. You should know, however, that you're far, far too late.
I think I'm immune to level drain. I guess I can use these. We can't maintain this form indefinitely. It's very dangerous.
Do not wait with me!
I should not be wasting time on
Excellent.
you. I still have to absorb the Ballspawn essences. And there is more than enough power in this plane to keep you busy.
Do not wait with me!
Give me some direction.
One out of 4 down.
I'm waiting.
Hmm. Oh wait, I need the invisible lead. That's what I need. I need to see if I can go take a look. What kind of trouble are we expecting? Jan Sibin and Vampiric Raids. Chorus has to be Vampiric Raids. I have to say, I'm not too worried about Vampiric Raids.
Scream!
These will not
Scream for
respawn.
mercy.
They're just a group of enemies that we have to get through. Okay, there's at least 3 air elementals. I still want to save resources as long as possible. Maybe use some of our scroll power here now. More Black Blaze of Disaster. I'm using one of those.
You can't lose me.
Number of attacks 3. It's respectable.
I'm there.
That's
Time is up for you, my friend.
And the motherfucker dispelled me, so that's the end of that.
Time is up for you, my friend.
The global blade's actually killing the air elementals too, so don't really have to worry about that. We're gonna lose all our defenses against it. We have dual inventory. Do we have? Well, we do have something useful there. Some of you go back. Go back, go back, go back. What I want is the huge amount of healing potions. I don't want to waste the prod on this. It's not that big of a fight. We're not in any real danger. Take our time doing these. We have about 90 healing potions, so now comes the true test of how bad this is gonna be. I'm very happy with how things have gone so far. I'm overriding. No, I'm not overriding. I'm making a new one. Say Fubar. So this can be easily go into a position where I can't basically do shit about it, and it's already lost.
Veritas credo oculos.
Exactly. Hello. 16 spike traps.
I
Well.
hope this is worth it.
So we better. It makes more sense for us to use spike traps from this guy. That way we can always put the full 7. So instead of getting the 16, we'll get what, 21. For once I feel the love for the bard here. Your thief could do this once with the item. Well, no, you get the use all items for a thief too, so nothing special here either. Damn it.
My spell is ruined.
Oh, it's just ruined. Let's try to put in one more.
Mercy be coming.
It should not work. Why does it work? Can I go over the limit with Yes, I can go over the limit if I use a simulacrum instead of me. So the limit applies to my main character, not the simulacrum. Okay, how much damage does this piece of glowing crap is gonna do to Melissan? I'm just curious. I mean, it's at least 16 spike traps. We can make it 32 easily, even more. That's a. I'm going to make the radical prediction that the next phase of this combat isn't gonna last all that long.
Yeah,
Sun summon. Okay.
if it must be done.
Hmm. Potions. Things might not go according to plan, so better prepare for things not going according to plan. And even if they do, there's still going to be the group of demons we'll have to fight against, so we should have done one more thing with the simulacrum. We should have cast spell immunity on our own character. Protection from abjuration. No, but what's done is done. Let's see how much pain these crabs can cause.
Enough! I have gathered enough essence to deal with you. I will wait no longer to end your
75,
pathetic
64,
life.
71, 75,
Prepare
60,
to join
76,
your
72.
siblings.
There's only 7 of these, so even if we put more traps, there's no indication that any more than 7 traps took effect.
No! Oh, too strong! Damn you! I must take more essence. I must have more power!
I'm very happy about this because Melissan is really a bother to me. The Slayer probably works on him a time or two, but Melissan increases power as this fight goes on. So she's very unremarkable in the first fight, but she's starting to pull more bullshit out of her ass as time goes by. So I did not look forward to fighting her in any extended fights. No, 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 no. What are we looking at? There's Cryonax, some kind of a Prince of Ice. Okay. Reasonable. Lizard Troll. That's a bit of a forced wall breaking right there. Not really, but it's gonna drop Ice Storm on us, yeah. Again, yeah, disables all my buffs with every strike, and it's incredibly annoying. Yeah, good chance if you're a buff base build. And Cryonax is uninjured anyway. Stem apples. Don't want to fight the Prince of Ice at the same time as I fight these looters. Holy crap. Stairs low for like a second and lost half my health. Actually, I think the salamanders might be the bigger problem. Holy shit, I'm in very bad shape. Okay, we're about to get rid of the salamanders, please. These aren't gonna do anything anymore. Use them. I'm sort of saving a lot of our combat spell capability for the next fight, not against Melissan, but the next demon group. I think there's enemy Fallen Solar there. It's basically has the disabling strike and a vorpal strike all in one, and I think it also applies to its range attacks. So we need to basically get rid of her in a goddamn second or we're fucked. Now that I think about it, I have no ideas. Imprisonment. No saving throw. You're basically boned. I like to have full health before trying it. I certainly want to get rid of the Frost Salamander. I don't need any extra damage while the hugely long casting time runs down. I'm not also sure if imprisonment is good enough. Thank you for the 3 kilo. So, we're ready to get rid of that. Not sure. I'm sort of having conflicting memories about what Melissa's gonna do next. Fuck. Okay, we'll have to go with something anyway. You can go to hell. Where's my simulacrum? Ah, we have 2 wishes too. Potentially we could recharge all our spells and abilities with those, but that's potentially. There's a lot of variation in that. I think there's basically a huge list of things that you can ask, depending on your attributes, positive and negatives. I think wisdom is the main deciding factor there, but point being, it's random. So the base one is restoration of all your abilities, like you have rested. However, that's not in any way guaranteed. Okay.
Give me some direct. It's probably best left to me. Give me some direction.
Don't waste your time on this. You can also reuse the items. Yeah, the simulacrum is ridiculously powerful.
I'm waiting.
While that's doing that, I need to replenish my defenses. Again, Melissan is not going to be the only problem we have with these.
Hmm? Hmm? Yeah?
I know Melissan will probably transport here, but I think she'll teleport away. I'm not sure where she'll teleport. The problem is, I think she's gonna basically dump us with a group of monsters and she'll be somewhere else. I'm hoping she'll be moving in this general area and that will be good enough. I don't want to put the traps here because they might hit the monsters instead.
Give me some direction.
It's all about Melissan. If she goes down, we're good. If she doesn't go down, we're in deep shit.
Give me some direction.
I'm going to try. Basically, if she doesn't go down, my immediate response will be the spell strike and followed by Slayer form, trying to basically finish the job.
I'm waiting.
It worked the first time, I'm hoping it might work the second time.
I'm waiting. Hmm? Hmm? Yeah?
Yeah, keep laying those traps as long as you can. This bastard isn't gonna last long.
Yeah? Hey, not a concern.
Yeah, there's sure getting the hell out. But what's gonna happen next? Slayer shadows coming our way. Where is she going? Oh ho ho ho! Jackpot. This will be the toughest fight here. At least in theory. We only have one Melissan fight left, which means we can save our own actual traps for that.
Give me some direction.
But I think we have one more simulacrum left, which means I'm going to try to imprison the fallen planetar or whatever it is. We can... No. We need to get rid of it. The magic he uses is not the problem. It's the fact that it can murderize everything with a single shot of a bow. I think the bow too is basically disables all magic at the same time has a chance to mortal you. I'm basically wasting a single simulacrum to lay down traps in preparation for her.
Yeah? Give me some direction.
Actually, we would have the imprisonment and absolute immunity too. So why wouldn't we use those? There's a downside to this. These have to be launched. Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Yes, you are.
I hope this is... I'm waiting.
I don't think we're gonna have a special problem with that. There's a lot of enemies coming our way. One more. Typical demons. What I'm going to do is put absolute immunity on my character here. Go and use the imprisonment on the enemy. Simulacrum is a great way to get around a lot of restrictions in the game currently. Ooh, I remember one more. The simulacrum, how it's, I think it's the way it's dealt with, that it has less powers than you, is that it's level drain. So if you have something that can remove level drains, you can restore the full abilities. In a sense, it's not magically going to relearn or memorize new spells, but if you have more of a, I guess, a fighter or something like that, that severe something that has natural abilities that benefit from the extra levels, you can get around that. But it's that's cheating. That's proper cheating right there.
I hope this is worth it.
No, this won't work because I have to be the
Give me
eyes.
some direction. I'll see to it. I'm willing. I'm waiting. It's done. Give me some direction. What is it?
That. Do it if you can.
I'm waiting. I hope this is worth it.
This is your end. Your death lies here.
Yep, didn't get the fallen solar. Get it like at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't give
I'll
a
see to
shit.
it.
Oh,
Give
crap.
me some direction. It's done.
Did it die actually? Probably. The more important part is that the
Your death lies here.
enchantments are gone. Hollow Fiend is not too big of a problem,
I'm waiting.
neither is Merrily. Gonna need those Wand of Spell Striking back. What are you gonna throw my way?
This is your end, I assure you.
Two sides, yeah. So
I shall enjoy gutting
make sure to fallen. Bob. They dominated Bob. No, not Bob. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you right in the ear. What exactly am I going to do then? No, yeah, I can do this. The succubus problem.
Time is up for you, my friend.
We need. It's going to dominate me too. I have nothing that the other bastard doesn't have, except now. Yeah, as long as the succubus is here, we can't
I
do all
shall
that much.
enjoy gutting like the dog you are. I shall enjoy gutting.
Enjoy cutting me like a dog I am. Fine, fine, fine.
Now the time has come for you to pay.
Bob on Bob action.
Lies
I'm supposed to get a hit all of speed anyway. Shouldn't you be disappearing? Yep.
This is
What I
your
thought.
end, I assure you.
And magic resistance. The Marilids are not gonna be a problem if I can get rid of these. But they're very good warriors. So screw it. Okay, at least the aloe beam damage from that. Succubus didn't give a crap. Yeah, like the dog I am. Okay, this was a stupid idea. Because now I don't have the shield. That's why this was a stupid idea. Do I have... Does Clarity protect me from domination? Better. No. Prime Potion. Psionics. I'm gonna take the Potion of Clarity anyway, because it's pretty much the only thing I can try.
Time is up to you, my friend.
Mention door. Where did it disappear? Huge trouble getting anything to die here.
Scream! Scream for mercy!
Yeah, they just turn invisible and ethereal rather. Anyway. I don't see any reason not to use summons at this point. Yes it was. Yes it was. But they're not that disruptive towards me. And I intend to end Melissan with a barrage of traps anyway. So I don't have any strong reason to hold back on spellcasting at this point. They're hasted and stone skinned and whatever.
Time is up for you, my friend.
Kill it. Oh. At least we made some progress now. I'm gonna use the swords here. They cannot kill the swords. They should provide a good distraction for them while I'll disable their defenses. There should be attacking the northern one.
If it must be done.
Take the bugger down. They're splitting their attacks again. I don't understand why. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Esther is healing herself. Still, too little too late.
It's probably best left to me.
All over. Ah. Okay, so it's time to play the final cheap card and do the final simulacrum. Although it seems sort of pointless at this stage.
The trap is set and ready. The trap is set and ready.
Imprisonment will not work on Melissan. So plan is to turn into a slayer if the traps and spell strike won't be enough.
Give me some
I'm
direction.
confident that's overall that's going to be enough.
The trap is set and ready. The trap is set and ready. The trap is set and ready. The trap is set and ready.
This will be the final trap.
The trap is not a concern.
Not a concern. Might as well make preparations. Might not be able to do many of them, but we can make a few meaningful ones. Takes me from abjuration. So let's see if we can finally end this. Is it enough? If it's not, we're still in a good position to end this.
You are stronger than even I imagined. So be it. Your destiny versus mine. Let's finish this now, once and for all. To the victor go the spoils.
Time is up for you,
Yeah,
my
it's enough.
friend.
It's cheap as hell, but I don't give a shit. You use the tools you have.
Enough, Melissan. The gods have decreed this contest is over.
About time.
No!
You are,
The bolt!
but
No!
you will do nothing, Melissan, but accept your fate. The time that was mentioned has come, Godchild. There is a choice before you. You have prevailed against all that have assailed you, and now you
Decide
must
your
decide
fate.
The vast majority of the soul essences of the children of Baal, Lord of Murder, now belong to you, and you alone. You must now decide what to do with this power. Be wise.
Options.
Choice first. You may choose to
Well, I know what I'm going to
you
take.
false. Once a Melissan. The time has come to make your choice, Baldur.
I'll retain the
What is
essence.
your will? As you wish. Your decision has been made, Godchild.
I'm a disgusting evil god
the act
now.
must be carried out. Prepare yourself.
Sort of fitting. Mad Chester god.
Your mortal essence crumbles as you embrace your fate and take the legacy of Baal as your own. You welcome the divine power and feel your dark influence flow over all that you know. The Abyss welcomes you, and you know you can shape it to your darkest desires. All of your enemies have been crushed, but there will be more to come. You are one of many in the crowded plains, but you are certain to destroy any challenge. You have stolen the destiny of a god, and none shall stand in your way. In time, all will know your terrible name. Your tyranny shall be renowned, your strength and guile legendary. You are the Ballspawn, Lord of Murder, and the mark you have carved upon the realms shall never fade.
Not that all of us satisfying of an ending. A lot of it has to do with the fact that there's no companions, so there's no follow-up to that fairly pointless beat. I did not like the bard. It's not terrible, but it basically has the cheap options of a rogue, except without the best thing a rogue would have, which is backstab and hiding. You don't really appreciate how amazing they are, but you have to imagine that you're faster than anything else. Even if you get momentarily outside their detection range, it's a free backstab for you again. It is a very powerful ability, and the damage you can do is massive there. I'm not sure what weapons take that. It might have problems against certain mages. But again, even then you still have your same traps as the bard has. So you're not any weaker on that front. Bard did have those regular spells you can rely on, so I'm not gonna deny that it helped quite a bit, especially in the harder melee fights in Thornwall. But I think this is not a... The main complaint I would have against the bard is that actually I chose a terrible kit. It's a okay-ish kit with the confusion ability when it's just a confusion ability, but when it gets mixed in with a lot of other things, it has two problems. One, it's rarely going to work anymore, so in that sense it's fairly pointless. And two, when it works, everyone's just gonna lay down and sleep for a round and then they'll get back up. It's not a time to do anything. So it's a bad combination because in solo it's naturally pretty worthless. But even in a group, it rarely affects anything. So it would be a waste of your character to do that. So some other type of bard would definitely be a much superior. I don't really care what it would be. Probably the one that has the combat abilities. I seem to recall one of them having massive combat abilities. It's probably the blade. The skull would be... Even then, it gets +1. Skull gets +1 to hit and damage with all weapons. It gives better bonuses to allies, immunity to fear, stun, and confusion. Immunity to stun. That is incredibly good. It's very hard to protect yourself against stun. So a skull would be a amazingly good bard. Naturally not from a solo play, but I think the blade is the one I was thinking about. Has 1/2 normal lore value. That doesn't mean shit. 1/2 pickpocket percentage. It doesn't mean shit. Bard Song does not become better with levels. Yeah, doesn't mean shit for solo any of this. You would get offensive spin, defensive spin for 24 seconds, +2 to hit, +2 to damage, extra attack. as well as all of his hits to maximum damage for the duration. Cannot be used in conjunction with haste or improved haste. Okay, so it's a additional way to do extra damage. Offensive spin, 24 seconds, plus -1 armor class per level of experience. What? You got 40 fucking levels! Oh my god. That can... well... That's amazing. This armor class bonus does not go over -10. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. It's not that. Basically the offensive spin would be the only thing that's really useful. Once per day per 4 levels. So you would get the offensive spin, which is exactly the sort of thing that we were missing. Extra attack on top of probably a weapon that already has extra attack or other weapon. Because even then you'll still get extra bonuses to hit and damage and do maximum damage. So more haste-like abilities, more or less, for free. We would have had 10 at the end. So I can't say that they are amazingly better for solo play than the Chaser was, but I still wouldn't the Chaser a second time. But now I know. That was sort of the point. This isn't exactly super challenging, but if you want to go for something super challenging, probably the best one might be to just use the... well, I'm not sure, it's some kind of modification that changes a lot of the boss fights. I'm not a super fan of it because it changes the plot too, and I don't really like it. Recycling old villains is the cheapest thing you can do, and I hate it, and it does more of it even than the Shonen Ball already does. And one of the weaknesses of Shonen Ball is the weaknesses that Melissan is shit as a villain, because she's basically non-existent in the game. Doesn't get to be a villain all that much. So add to that the sort of clumsy storytelling in Shonen Ball, and it does not need a resurrected villain from the past to steal the thunder even more. Yeah. Still an okay playthrough, but definitely not a good choice. Not a good choice.